Hey guys, this is part 2 of the DRS review. Where we left off in part 1 was me typing in that the client was going to transfer. We were talking about how we don't always have the code of the treatment center they're going to, but you can find that on lincolncare.org. So it's okay to put unknown, but make sure you note in here client transferred to Arapahoe House, client transferred to BI, or client did not report where they were transferring to. And at that point, you're going to uncheck the DMV box, if you remember that from the other video, because they're no longer our client and they're not telling us that they're continuing treatment anyhow. But again, we're not liable anymore. They're leaving our facility. So make sure you uncheck that. We went over the fields here. The other piece I wanted to show you is if a client gets the actual charge, the actual offense night or day in 18th Judicial or Jeffco, then that will be there. But if they have sometimes, actually a lot of the time, courtesy cases, say in Denver, so say it's like a multiple offender client and they already have cases with Denver, so 18th says, hey Denver, can you watch my client for me? You have to choose Denver as well as 18th, because both of them are getting significant information. This could happen in the midst of treatment, could happen at the beginning of treatment. We don't know. So just put both. Find out from the client, was the actual offense done in the same county that's supervising you right now? And if that answer is a no, make sure you have the judicial districts filled in, and absolutely make sure you have an ROI for each judicial, because right now we're reporting to both. You also want to make sure you have an ROI for the DMV. If they get a DMV affidavit, we are reporting confidential information to the DMV. So you need an ROI for the DMV. So as it stands right now, always check, are there 2 judicial districts? Make sure you get 2 ROIs, and then always get a ROI for DMV. The other piece of the note box I wanted to mention to you guys, so say we have a cooperative client, due to HIPAA regulation, you cannot put any clinical notes in here. So yes, you can write, client was addressed about compliance, client was addressed on attitude, client came in intoxicated. A lot of these in the drop down here will give you some, monitor lack of progress. Here's the attitude one, intoxicated. That's about as far as you want to go, though. There's lots of room to write in here, but you don't want to do clinical. So let's see here. I want to show you the history screen. So in here, as you put in your notes and statuses, they're going to start to build up in the screen. This is the history screen, so that's how I got there. And this is something that probation goes to see the different statuses. They don't necessarily go right here. I'm just going to try to do this. Attended groups, update. Okay, now I'm going to go monitor attendance. Client has not contacted therapist in 2 weeks. Update. Anything you do in here, make sure you're always pressing update, or else it won't stick in the record. So I'm going to go to history and show you how those build up here. The POs will see, are you updating, and when's the last time you updated? So if they open this up and all they see is new referral and the client's halfway through track D, looks extremely unprofessional. We need to be keeping up with the status of our client. Probation is looking towards using the TMS much more for that. If you have any questions, email me.